The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
It's The Local Show on 570 WSYR. Thank you for joining us. It's been a little wet during the week, then it dried out, and back and forth. It's been a rough summer getting going, don't you think?
Well, it's only this is only the first day of
right.
Well, the day we're recording this.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
yesterday,
crazy.
I forgot that summer starts June 21st. Right?
Yeah.
And all the rest of that behind us has been spring. Well, it's supposed to rain in spring, but now it's starting to rain in summer. So
this is crazy. Now, you were a weatherman way back when. Now, I know you weren't a full meteorologist, but still, don't you think that they, your opinion, sensationalize the weather more now than they ever did? Because there's a tornado watch every 5 minutes.
Oh, I know. I saw that. Tornado watch in your area.
Yeah, all
Lightning
the time.
just struck 5 feet away from you.
Exactly.
Well, that's all because of advertising.
Yes.
You see what that is? So the guys get up there and they want to talk. They have to fill X amount of time so they can sell that. Oh, get up there. Is it going to rain today?
Yeah, right.
At what time and when does it end?
Yeah. And they make it so sensationalized, and I think it's to grip you to keep coming back to that weather app and to that,
especially
story.
now they have so much technology. When I did it, I just stuck my finger out.
Right.
We got the wind coming from the west, right? Oh, there's rain because the rock is wet. That's how I did it.
And that was fun. When you were, there was a whole different era. But
1812, I think that was. Yeah.
And you could make jokes, and it was funny, and it was all good. But now you're here with me, and I appreciate that.
It's nice to be here with another joke.
Yeah, right, yes. You enhance my jokiness, and that's very good. Pat Favalo is with us. He's no joke. He's the national sales manager of Hoffman Sausage Company, near and dear to everybody's stomach and heart. How are you, buddy?
Doing great. And just to get back to the question about the weather, my parents, if it was partly cloudy or partly sunny, that was the channel they would have on. Right. And if that guy said partly cloudy, they would switch over. Oh, partly sunny. We're gonna go with that one. We're gonna go with that one. So but it's great to be here and talk about spring and summer. You guys are right. My wife always, April, oh man, summer's gonna be tough. And I said, well, we still got a couple months. Yeah. And then we get into summer once the 21st hits. So it's only the first day, and of course it's still raining in Syracuse. But it's always beautiful in Hoffman country. Yeah. Right? Grilling and chilling, hanging out with you guys.
I was going to say.
Hey, how did you get a job like this?
Well, I ate a lot of hot dogs. Now, I knew Rusty a long time ago. My grandparents, aunts, and uncles all used to work there. So growing up, it was always Hoffman, our refrigerator.
Yeah.
I've been in the meat business for 35 years.
Wow.
And this is my second stint at Hoffman, as I call it. The first one was a course correction. Steve says, of course, you were fired. Yes. They changed personnel. But I've been back since 2012 in July to present, stuff like that. But I love selling the best. It's the best product, though. Best hot dog, sausage, burgers, and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, when people move down south, the first thing they ask for is, ship me a box of Hoffman hot dogs, right?
Funny you should say that, because we go down to Hilton Head. My brother-in-law lives down there. And there is a restaurant down there where the folks they're from Oswego. They moved down there years ago, and it's called Meat Street, and that's what they serve, Hoffman hot dogs. Do you know the place?
I do know. Yeah, we have 4 or 5 of them in the Carolinas. What happens is that people will move. I'll get the phone call. Mom and Pa are going to retire. They want to open up a Heidi's or so on and so forth. And I say, okay, you got to use a U.S. Foods or a Cisco or a Renzi. Got to figure out how you can get the product down there, or a PFG. And then they say, to me, you're going to have French fries and onion rings. I said, just sell the dogs. Just sell the dogs. And of course, now that we have the burgers, they use those. So there's a decent amount of customers down as you go down the south now, and we're in 10 or 12 minor league stadiums now. That have our product, from like the Worcester to New Hampshire Fisher Cats, down to Rome Emperors and stuff like that. So we have several other stadiums that have now. Lansing, Michigan is the farthest one. You go towards the Midwest with our products now too.
What makes them so good? You taste another hot dog, you go, oof.
Yeah, you don't want to eat anything.
You don't want to eat
else.
anything. What is it? I know you say it's love.
I say it's love. It's from the heart, personally. But the different combinations, spice blends, the different the meat blocks. Like the recipes come from Germany. We pork, beef, veal combination with the lambskin casing. I think helps out where some have a beef hog skin casing and stuff like that. We have no fillers, nothing added into the dogs. They're just like I said.
Same recipe that it's been for the 100 years or so. Or?
Yeah, 1879. Yeah.
Wow. Why the switch over to, or I shouldn't say a switch, why the extension into beef patties?
Yeah, so as you can see the shirt I'm having on here, it's a young American food. So they purchased Hoffman like 2 years ago when the Turning Stone was the majority owners after Rusty sold a couple years ago. And they are a beef house in Miami. So it only made sense to add to our portfolio. So now you can sort of get the whole kit and caboodle. Now we need is Grandma Brown's baked beans, and you got everything, right?
Is that ever coming back?
I don't know, but to get back to you, so we have the burgers here. These are the 80-20 all beef. We have Angus, 5.3 ounces. We have smash burgers.
Wow.
And then, of course, we have bricks, and we have grass-fed and Wagyu and so on and so forth. I love the 80-20 all beef. You know, I cooked them for you guys here. They took about 6 minutes or so to do medium rare. And you can do a little longer if you want it to be well done. But I think it's great for the portfolio. Now, instead of those who may or may not want a dog, they go with a burger. People like to top the burgers with anything from lettuce to bacon to queso and jalapenos.
And you have some of your condiments with you.
Yeah.
Give me you got a nice strong brown mustard over there. Which
yes, we have the
one?
German style mustard.
Very nice. Throw that right over here. There we go.
And then we have the horseradish style mustard. I like this one for like mom's potato salad, or if you're doing like deviled eggs and stuff like that. So
beautiful.
I'll leave that for you and Rick. You guys can sample them and try them out.
Talk about these dogs that have the cheese in them.
Yeah, so that's the new one we had from last year. So it's bacon cheddar. So it has the Wisconsin cheddar cheese, and then it has bacon crumble, like the one you would get on like a wedge salad. We were going to do bacon bits, right? Then they're too crunchy. Then you want to do real bacon to get that nice smoky flavor. However, when the fat renders out, they don't see, like, where's the bacon? I can taste the smoke.
So good.
So they have that. So it's a bacon crumble, again, like you would have on the wedge salad and stuff like that. Good, right?
Wow.
Smoky, it's nice, got a nice flavor to it, and it's the same formula as our natural case in German Franks, just with those kind of added bonuses, I guess you could say.
These are just wonderful.
Where can you get the Where can you get the burgers?
The burgers are at
carrying
Tops and Price Chopper. Some of our local independent stores. Spears, I think, just brought them in, and Nichols, I believe.
Yeah, I shop at Spears all the
There
time.
you go. Yeah, they have them there. And then the bacon cheddar franks are pretty much everywhere. Spears,
And
Nichols,
the sausage,
that's a jalapeno and cheddar sausage. It's about a.
Let me try one of those.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yep.
So I say it's about a 5 or 6 out of 10 heat wise, because the cheese kind of cools it down. As you'll see, it's got the nice Wisconsin cheddar cheese and the real pieces of jalapeno in there as well. So when I'm sampling them, I may say, what kind of wings do you like? Do you like barbecue, medium, honey? If you can go for like the habaneros, then you'll think it's fine.
Right.
But it's not. That isn't overpowering, and people.
No, it's just right.
Just right.
Just right. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
And another product line that you have are the jerkies, right? For lack of a better term, I don't know. You have like the.
We put those on
stuff.
pause for right now, but we
really?
did have the jerky, the hunter steak, summer sausage, and so on and so forth with that one. The co-packer made those for us. We're kind of like trying to figure out like what's the best thing, what's the next best thing for us to do, and so on and
Your
so forth.
hot dogs, are they fully cooked?
Yes.
And the sausages?
Yeah, so we're a fully cooked facility, RTE, ready-to-eat facility is what it is, versus like a HACCP plan of a raw facility.
So you don't have to be afraid.
You could make a bunch of charcuterie if you wanted to.
Absolutely, that's
you
nice.
can cut it up. We have ring bologna. You could do like an all-American cut up, with some cheese and crackers in different vessels. Like
so the message to the general public is, when you're cooking the Hoffman hot dogs, don't get too crazy and burn the heck out of them. Because some people feel like you got to make them crispy.
Well, I always do my hot dogs so where they pop open.
Yeah. Just when they
that's
crack.
the snap. Boom.
That's
lambskin casing.
Right there,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the key, I think.
I noticed you didn't bring any conies, but you still make the conies.
Oh, we still have the conies. I wanted to feature some of the other items, but I'll come back next week and feed you guys every week if you want. Have Steve reach out to me if you guys need to.
I love him for 2 reasons. He's Hoffman's and he's Italian.
Yeah, so, there you go. Come on, Joe.
Very nice. Well, that's Pat Favalo right there, National Sales Manager, Hoffman Sausage Company. Get out there and get your Hoffman hot dogs and hamburgers and all that. HoffmanSausage.com if you want to check out the website. Thank you very much, Pat.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad you guys had me on.
Absolutely.